In this episode, we try our hand at piracy to help out Sep in the Rise to Power Dangerous game. Then head off to see our pal Lee Young Rui to get that sweet 15% discount on a shiny new Diamondback Explorer. Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Elite Dangerous. So here we are, and you can see we're in a piracy version of our Cobra. Upgraded the look and feel of it for doing a little bit of nasty looting from unsuspecting peoples. Now the reason for this actually is because they're the next community goal for the Rise to Power. I'm helping Sep out once again, and this community goal is all about, you guessed it, piracy. So I've kind of outfitted myself out, and it's something we've never done before, so I thought it would make a lot of sense to make an episode out of this. So here's our wonderful Cobra. It's been tricked out and outfitted with a new paint job and the new ship kit for the Cobra Mark III. So I thought I'd splurge on one of those and see how it looked. It looks pretty neat actually with these extra little bits on the ship. Adds a little bit of customization, my own kind of look to the Cobra. There's a few different ways that you can actually add these pieces to look, again, completely different than the way that I've added them on here. So I think it looks pretty awesome. I like the way that this turned out. It's an impressive little piracy ship if you do ask me. So let's see. First thing I should do is show you what my piracy loadout is. So if we head on in to the outfitting. Now if you guys have any tips and tricks on piracy and how I should be doing this better, I am more than open to your suggestions. But this has been tested out a little bit in the last live stream that I did. So let's take a look at what I've got going on here. So I've got two medium pulse lasers set up, and these are to take down the shields quickly. One thing I've been considering is maybe upgrading these to beam, but I'm pretty sure that I know, like, I want to take the shields down quickly, but I also want to be able to sustain fire as long as possible as well. So I've gone with the pulse lasers. Beam lasers might be able to take the shields down longer, but I'm not sure. I could test them out, but just the power requirements of them, I'm afraid that I'm not gonna, like, they just won't be able to fire long enough. They are gimbaled because I'm in my training wheels for fixed. The other reason that I picked gimbaled, not only for just trying to train myself in fixed with the help of gimbals, but also is because I want to be able to target specific modules on the ship once I take their shields down, right? So I want to be able to, like, just shoot at their thrusters or something, or even their cargo hatch, right? And the gimbaled weapons allows you to do that a lot quicker and easier, in my opinion. I used to have two missile launchers here originally because I thought that they would be really good for just disabling aspects of the ship. But I discovered very quickly, at least in this particular GC, we are pirating in an anarchy system, and everybody and their dog interdicts you. And these mine launchers, I gotta say, are the greatest thing ever for taking care of people that interdict you. So I threw these back on here, and I've actually even used them for my attacks as well, where I'll kind of, like, get out in front of them, drop off a few mines, take out their shields, give them a little bit of damage, and turn around and go after them. They work really well. So then in the utility mount here, we have a cargo scanner, because we obviously need to know that we're getting the things that we want, because for this GC, which I'll get to in a minute, we need a specific thing, so we only care about them if they have what we want. And then point defense, because everybody has missiles these days, and they hurt. Then I also have reactive surface composite, because I want to be strong, and then I've A-rated the rest of the stuff out, except for the normal D rating on the life support and the sensors. And then last but not least, we have an A4 shield generator. We've got 32 tons of cargo for picking up things from the people we pirate. We have a frameshift interdictor drive because I've discovered as well that most of the people that are carrying the stuff that we want are actually flying around in supercruise. Then I have an A1 collector limpet controller for picking up the stuff that they drop, and a hatch breaker for breaking open their cargo bay, obviously. And then, of course, the planetary approach suite that comes with every ship. So there's the paint job, right? But then down here at the bottom, this is where the different pieces are for the ship kits, right? So you can put on a different sets of spoilers, right? And they have different, like, all these different ones you can pick through. And wings, tail, and bumper. Yeah, so there you go. That's my ship loadout. Now, this is the one that we're currently working on. We're trying to help out the Social Ilu Progressipati, or SEP. But yeah, so we need to help out Elu by selling stolen technical blueprints on the black market here at the station that we're at right now in Nervi. And as you can see in the live stream, I managed to collect 5. Only 5. So we'll see if we can get a few more now, and I'll probably be doing more of this in the live stream between now and the end of the episode as well. And at the end, we'll see how much I have able to collect in total. But let's go do a little bit of piracy and see how we fare with our wonderful Cobra Mark III. So for this particular GC, we have to head over here to Chrono, maybe? I don't know. And we need to go do some piracy action over here. And the only people that we can pirate that will actually give us results for the things that we need are people that have technical blueprints. And now it says obtained from convoys. So this suggests that you need to find convoys flying around in the system. So let's head on over there. See if we can find any convoys or just individual ships. Now, I'm a lone wolf, so finding a group of ships or a convoy of ships is probably not the greatest idea. I want to find, you know, that straggler and go pick him off.
Ship restraints retracted. Clear for departure.
Landing gear up. Engage.
Alright, so here we are in the target system. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be flying out to like random locations around in here, looking for unidentified signal sources over here, as well as ships that I can just maybe pull out of super cruise. And maybe they'll have the stuff I need.
Hull integrity compromised.
Cargo scan him. Okay, now we're gonna see what he's got in his inventory. Okay, so he doesn't have the things that we want, so we're just gonna leave. If he leaves us alone, we're gonna leave him alone.
Engage.
All right, so we found ourselves a signal source here. Let's see what it is. Weapons fire detected. Threat level 1. It's not really what we're looking for, so we're gonna move on. Convoy dispersal pattern. Okay, so this looks promising. Let's head on into this. Now, the problem, of course, is that there's going to be a bunch of these ships and just one little me. So we'll see how we do this. This is actually the first convoy that I've actually come across since I started doing this particular GC. Wonder how many ships will be in there. It says threat level 3, though. For one little dude like me, might not be the greatest thing in the world. Type 9 heavy. And who's protecting this guy? An anaconda. And another anaconda.
Confirmed.
I wonder, will it let us just scan him? We're gonna have to get out of here fast. This is like really dumb, actually. But let's just see, what has he got? Okay, so he doesn't even have what we want, so we're gonna get out of here. Retract hard points.
Retracting weapons.
Engage super cruise.
Engaging cruise. Engage.
So I guess that's what threat level 3 means. The convoy is protected by anacondas, and 2 of them. Alright, so we've come across a Type 9 Heavy here. Is he by himself, I wonder? No, he's in a wing of 2, but let's see. And there's his buddy. So what does he have? Doesn't have blueprints. Who's his buddy? Buddy's a Cobra. It's got no cargo. And while we were doing this, you'll notice that a System Authority vehicle showed up to help out as well, a little Viper. So if we had started firing away, I think he would have come to hurt us. One thing that I just realized too is while you're doing piracy like this, you should be turning report crimes against me off.
Engage.
Okay, so what does he have? He doesn't have what we want.
Engage.
Hopefully this other guy doesn't start just shooting at me. Complete. He doesn't have what we want. How about the other guy? Wow, his wingman just took off. He's in a little sidewinder. I doubt he has what we want. But it's possible, I guess. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. No cargo. Alright. Let's get out of here. Type 9 heavy. And who is protecting you? Whoa. 2 Wakanda condoms. I don't think I could, even if they have what I want, I don't think there's any way I could get this out of them. And they don't. Okay, what do you got? Bio-waste, you got nothing we want. Why does nobody have anything we want? Alright, so after going out pirating a little bit more and also doing another live stream on trying to do some pirating, I was only able to come across 2 more tons of these blueprints. They have become few and far between. I haven't been able to find any. I scanned tons and tons of ships. These last 2 that I got were actually from popping in at a degraded emissions signal source, and there was just 2 laying in a shipwreck. I think it was a Type 9 shipwreck. Swapped those up and dropped them in, but yeah, this has been really tough. So I was able to collect 7 more, and that's all I really have the time for. So that's too bad. That's all I was able to contribute. Overall, looks like SEP is in tier 2 at the moment, and if we look on over here, you'll see that things. I think that they're in a solid 3rd place. Galcop is in a firm 2nd place, and EG Pilots at the time of this recording is in a firm 1st place. So we'll see if that changes before the GC ends, but I'm not exactly sure if that's possible at this point. It's too bad. The next thing I need to do, right, is we're going to fly on over to... Now, I've learned something new here, too, so which I'll share with you, is we're going to fly on all the way over to this system here. The reason for this is because it is a controlled Li-Yong-Rui system, and we are going to head over there because they have a Diamondback Explorer for us to purchase, which is one of our first main goals along the way here, one of our first milestones along the way here, to be able to get on out to Sagittarius A. The thing that I actually learned is I thought that this here had to say controlled for you to get the Li-Yong-Rui discount, the 15% discount on all ships and on all outfitting. But controlled doesn't necessarily mean that it has to say controlled. Exploited counts as far as I can tell. So we're going to go check this out because I was having a hard time actually finding a system where a Diamondback Explorer was sold in a controlled Li-Yong-Rui system. So we're going to head on over to here and we're going to see if we can get our discount from this guy. Here we are. So let's go into the shipyard. All right, so I had a little bit of a recording problem there. I've already actually bought the ship, but and I wasn't recording when I thought I was. So I was just talking to myself, which is always fun. But here we are. This is the Diamondback Explorer, and I just wanted to let you guys know that you do get the 15% off discount in exploited systems by Li-Yong-Rui, as well as controlled systems. So it does say controlled everywhere on the internet, but I've discovered through one post and then just trying it right now that even exploited systems are considered controlled. I didn't know that, but now I do. So yes, the price here of 1,610,546 credits is actually exactly 15% off the stock price of 1,894,760 credits, which means that the outfitting here will also be 15% off, which is pretty awesome. I just want to take a quick peek at this ship. I think that this ship is actually pretty good looking. I like the look of this thing. I think that it kind of reminds me of like a grasshopper or some kind of a bug. I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm really sad actually that I need an Asp Explorer because it has more compartments. I wish that this thing had enough compartments to do all the things that you need to do with exploration. Because look at this thing. Doesn't it look awesome? I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I wish that I could use it for all my exploration stuff. And I will for a little bit here before we finally have enough to upgrade to an Asp Explorer. But I just think, look at this thing. I just think it looks awesome. It's so unique. It's so different than all of the other ships in this game, I think. And just beautiful. I really like it. Alright, so now if we head on in to outfitting, I need to outfit this baby the way I like. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so here she be. Obviously we had to paint her red because that's only right. But so what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've left the large hardpoint empty for now. See if we can get away with that. But I put in 2 mine launchers on the small medium launchers on the side so that we can run away and drop mines like we do. These things work so awesome. I'm so happy with these things. One downside is that this place didn't have all of the utility mounts that I wanted, so I've only been able to put in 1 point defense right there on the butt. So I could put like chaff here, and then I could put on the wings, I could put the heat sink launchers. I don't know if I need 2, but that was kind of what I had planned out. But yeah, so maybe I could just put 1, save on a little bit of the weight as well there. But we'll see. We need to go somewhere else though to get that stuff. And then in the core internals, we have lightweight. Alloys, I have a 3A power plant because it's more efficient than the D, and it can still provide all the power we need. So I threw that one in there. And it's actually lighter than the D, which is pretty awesome. So we raised our distance there a little bit. And then I'm going to go with a more traditional exploration build right now, despite the fact that I know that in 2.1 it's harder with the NPCs and all that kind of stuff, and there's, I guess, the chance of running into something out there. Who knows if that'll actually happen before one of the other updates, but I decided to go with a traditional style build to max out on the jump range a little bit more, right? So we've got 4D thrusters, we have 5A frameshift drive, 3D life support, 4D power distributor, 3D sensors, and then the normal fuel tank that it comes with. And then in the optional internals, we have a size 4 planetary vehicle bay, the pricier one because it's less weight, 2 scarabs. We have a 4A fuel scoop because that's a necessity, 3D shield generator because one, we need to have some protection when we're coming in and out of the bubble, and also we need to have some protection too for when we're landing on planets. We don't want to just damage ourselves for no reasons. And then I also threw in just a small cargo rack because who knows what we'll find out there, right? And we also are going to we definitely need this to bring back like meta alloys and stuff to go talk to Felicity Farseer, I think it is. An advanced discovery scanner, and then of course the planetary approach suite. Now this is the reason, if we look in here, if you're wondering why I said that I couldn't just stay in this ship forever, especially for long-term exploration, is because you'll notice that there isn't any room in here for the surface scanner, the detailed surface scanner, right? So I would have to, you know, maybe drop the cargo rack and then go for the surface scanner. I'm not going to bother with it right now, just because with this ship our plan is to go out of the bubble, but to go shorter ranges around the bubble that has probably been explored quite a bit by a lot of people. So I'm going to sacrifice that for having some cargo space, which we're going to need to be able to haul some stuff back and forth, like from the Pleiades back here and wherever else, right? But if I was to like pick the ship to go out long-term exploration, I would probably need to drop that and then not have any possibility of carrying any cargo while I'm out there, which I don't know is a good or a bad thing. There could be reasons to have a little bit of cargo space out there, right? Who knows what you'll come across. But anyhow, that's that. And then, of course, we've made it red. So here we are in our beautiful ship in all its glory. Almost completely upgraded, right? We're just missing a couple of utility mounts. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. I'm liking it. It's a beautiful ship. I really do like this ship. Looks so awesome. We're now ready to do a little bit of exploring and take this beauty out to places like the Pleiades. And also, one thing I think I will do right away, though, is we're going to go check out Felicity Farseer and kind of hand in all the exploration data that we currently have, see how much we can upgrade her before we head out, just in case we do, because I've been carrying this stuff around for a long time now, and I don't want to lose it, so I figure we should go turn it in before that happens. One thing I should probably point out as well is if we head up here into our mail, look at this. We got an invitation from the Dweller. So, I've heard about you from various sources, and we might be able to assist each other. A marker for my location has been added to your galaxy map, so you can easily find me, the Dweller. That's very cool, huh? So if we head on over to here, we now have the Dweller. You get him through common knowledge. You gain access to the Dweller because you've dealt with at least 5 black markets. So these community goals have been awesome for getting the black market access stuff going on, right? So then we just have to give him 500,000 credits, and then we can go see him as well. So maybe we'll go unlock him too. Felicity Farseer is the next one that we're going to go see. She needs a unit of meta alloy to unlock her. So actually we're going to have to go do that before we go sell her our data, right? Because the market will not be available to us until we've done that. So that's going to be our next major goal, is to get out there and get ourselves at least 1 meta alloy. And then good old Todd, one of these days, we'll get you to upgrade some of our stuff. Might actually be a smart idea too to actually go see Liz Ryder at some point, because she will upgrade our mines. And you know how much I love my mines. So, now we have the means to finally leave the bubble of human inhabited space and take that first faithful voyage out into the black. Our next major milestone, to make our way out to the Pleiades and find some meta alloys for Felicity Farseer, and maybe even gaze our eyes on some alien artifacts. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. You'll be letting me know that you're excited for more Elite Dangerous action and helping me to expose the video to more amazing people like you. If you're new to my channel, you might be interested in subscribing, as you'll be notified when I release new episodes, as well as when I go live. At the moment, I'm releasing new episodes of Elite Dangerous on Wednesday, and I do a live stream on Monday and Thursday. There's also Space Engineers on Thursday, Pulsar the Lost Colony on Saturday, and some other fun stuff sprinkled throughout the week. There's a link to my full schedule in the description if you're interested. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Have an absolute great one, and I'll see you next time.